Hello everyone, hope you feeling good. The researchers, ladies and gentlemen, greeting from the depth of sentimental. I don't know where to start. I hope the world is help me. The words and the phrases dwindle, but I will try as best I can and hoping that the more satisfactory. I am glad to be with you in this scientific meeting and the wonderful stuff in the world. My name is Ahmed Salama, Professor of Mathematics and Computer Science, Faculty of Science, Port Said University, Egypt, and today I will talk in my presentation about Neutrosophic mathematics and computer science. I hope you will like it. In real life problems, the data associated are often imprecise or non-deterministic. Since the world is full of indeterminacy, the Neutrosophics found their place into contemporary research. Indeterminacy is different from randomized. Indeterminacy can be caused by physical space, materials, and type of construction by items involved in the space or by other factors. Neutrosophia has been introduced by Samarandache as a new branch of philosophy. In 1995, Smarnadaki defined the notion of Neutrosophic sets, which is a generalization of fuzzy sets and instantaneous fuzzy sets. Florentin Samarandache first introduced the notion of Neutrosophic set by fusing a three-component set and the non-standard analysis. A Neutrosophic set consists of three functions where every function value is a real standard or non-standard subset of the non-standard unit interval 0 and 1. In 2015, Salama and Florentin Samarandache were introduced the Neutrosophic Crisp Set theory and main application in mathematics, computer science, and information system. Neutrosophic approaches are suitable to modeling problems with uncertainty, indeterminacy, and incomplete information in which human knowledge is necessary and human evaluation is needed. Neutrosophic set is capable of dealing with uncertainty, indeterminacy, and incomplete information. Neutrosophic set approaches are suitable to modeling problems with uncertainty. Neutrosophic sets Neutrosophic science means development many applications. Neutrosophic set, Neutrosophic logic, Neutrosophic probability, Neutrosophic statistic, Neutrosophic measures, Neutrosophic calculus, Neutrosophic pre-calculus, and so on. In the past years, the fields of Neutrosophics have been extended and applied in the various fields, such as artificial intelligence, uh, data mining, software computing, decision making in incomplete, indeterminate information systems, image processing, medical diagnosis, biomedical engineering, investment problems, economic, social science, humanistic and practical achievements. The concepts of Neutrosophic topological space in 2010 by Salama introduced the Neutrosophic topological spaces by using the Neutrosophic Crisp Set. Some Neutrosophic concepts have been investigated by Salama. He was developed an Excel package to be utilized for calculating Neutrosophic data and analyzing them. By using of object-oriented programming techniques and concepts, as they may apply to design and development new framework to incomplete Neutrosophic data operation. Since then, many authors have studied various aspects of Neutrosophic sets from different points of view. For example, in order to apply the Neutrosophic idea to logic, Salama obtained a good application in cluster analysis and image processing by using Neutrosophic sets. Promi, Salama, and Rafif, and Samarandache first introduced the concepts of rough Neutrosophic sets, handled incomplete and indeterminate information, and studied some operations and their properties. The theory of classical statistics assumes a crisp, certain, and clear observation parameters in technology applications. However, in such technology applications, due to their complex function, it may not possible to obtain clear or crisp values of certain parameters. So there is a chance of obtaining indeterminate, imprecise, vague, and incomplete parameters. Neutrosophic statistic can be applied, which is the generalization of classical statistics. This is reduced the classical statistics when no parameters are found to be indeterminate, imprecise, or incomplete in actual practice. Now we are listening to Professor Florentin Samarandache and Professor Huda Khalid.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Florentin Samarandache, professor of mathematics at the University of New Mexico in United States. I am happy to hear about the International Conference on Nursing from Port Said University that will be held Thursday, starting Thursday from 9 to 10 September. Also, I want to congratulate Professor Dr. Ahmed Salama, who is a very passionate, full of energy and dedicated man of science, for his gold medal award. And to salute also the foundation of the Neutrosophic Knowledge International Journal that will be in English and in Arabic and will comprise all fields of knowledge where Neutrosophic set, logic, probability, and statistics apply. Professor Salama has dedicated his life to science, to research, to publications, and I'm happy for the International Federation of Scientists and Researchers that has been founded in Egypt. And I continue by saying good luck to the conference and keep in touch, and just send me information about the conference. We can publish in our Neutrosophic journals the Neutrosophic papers from your International Conference of Nursing. Shukran.
Peace, mercy, and blessing of Allah. With you, Prof. Dr. Hudai Khalid from Tel Afar University, Iraq, and the President of Neutrosophic Science International Association, Iraqi branch. It's not strange for the Egyptian nation to prominent scientists on the international level like Ahmed Zewail, Majdi Jacob, Farouk Elbaz, and the famous physic Mustafa Musharrafa, those four contemporary scientists. As an Arabic mathematician, it's with my honor and proudness to see other Egyptian scientists like Prof. Ahmed Salama and Khalid Mahmoud Abdullatif are tracking their traces. I warmly thank them to choose me as a member in the High Supreme Advisory for the World Federation of the Scientists and Researchers. This is a good opportunity to introduce my warmest congrats for the occasion of launching the new Neutrosophic Knowledge Journal of Modern Science and Arts that will be issued in October 2020. Also, sincere gratefulness goes for Dr. Ahmed Salama for inviting me to the 6th International Conference in the College of Nursing, Port Said University that will be held on 10th September 2020. Finally, it's worthy to mention deserved golden medal that was awarded to esteemed Dr. Ahmed Salama is one of 5 gold medals that would be awarded to 5 eminent scientists around the world were donated from NISIA, Neutrosophic Science International Association Iraqi branch, for his achievement in neutrosophic theory. Thank you and goodbye.
Now we give some important definitions for Neutrosophic Crisp Set and Neutrosophic Fuzzy Set. What is the Neutrosophic Crisp Set? Let X be an anonymity set. A Neutrosophic Crisp Set A on X is an object having the form A equal the 3 component A1, A2, and A3, where A1, A2, and A3 are subsets of the set X. A is called Neutrosophic Crisp Set with type 1 if A1 intersection with A2 equals phi, A1 intersection A3 equals phi, A2 intersection A3 equals phi. And the second type, Neutrosophic Crisp Set with type 2, if A1 intersection A2 equals phi, A1 intersection A3 equals phi, A2 intersection A3 equals phi, and A1 union A2 union A3 equals the set X. The third type, Neutrosophic Crisp Set with the third type, A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 equals phi, and A1 union A2 union A3 equal the universal set X. The relation between Neutrosophic Crisp Set or relation for Neutrosophic Crisp Set, Neutrosophic Crisp Set contains all types of crisp set, Neutrosophic Crisp with type 1, type 2, and type 3. What is the Neutrosophic fuzzy set? Let X be a non-empty fixed set. A Neutrosophic set, Neutrosophic for short, is an object having the form A equals mu of X, alpha of X, and beta of X, where and which represented the degree of membership function mu of X, the degree of indeterminacy alpha of X, and the degree of non-membership functions beta of X, where mu of X, alpha of X, beta of X belongs to the closed unit interval 0 and 1, where mu of X plus alpha of X plus beta of X lies from 0 to 3, or greater than 0 and less than or equals 3. Neutrosophic fuzzy set as a generalization of all interstinistic fuzzy set, and interstinistic crisp set and crisp set. Neutrosophic fuzzy set as a generalization of the Neutrosophic crisp set. Neutrosophic techniques both combines all certainty and uncertainty. Neutrosophic is the latest developments in the certainty and uncertainty data processing. The Neutrosophic both combines all certainty and uncertainty. Examples of indeterminacy. The phenomena of small black holes swallowing galaxies and large objects. Another examples of indeterminacy in statistics and probability. Third, examples of indeterminacy in geometry. From crisp data to Neutrosophic data, types of data from crisp data leads to fuzzy data, interstinistic fuzzy data, generalized interstinistic fuzzy data, generalized Neutrosophic data, and Neutrosophic data. Neutrosophic fuzzy data contains all types of data. Crisp data leads to interstinistic crisp data. From interstinistic crisp data, Neutrosophic crisp data, as generalization of interstinistic crisp data. The probability of Neutrosophic crisp data leads to Neutrosophic fuzzy data. Neutrosophic fuzzy data as a generalization of all types of those data. From crisp logic to Neutrosophic mathematics and statistics and computer science. From crisp logic leads to fuzzy logic, Neutrosophic logic, and computer science. From crisp logic to crisp mathematics, crisp statistics. Crisp statistics leads to fuzzy mathematics as a generalization of crisp mathematics. Neutrosophic mathematics as a generalization of fuzzy mathematics and crisp mathematics. Neutrosophic statistics as a generalization of fuzzy statistics and crisp statistics. From classical algebraic structure to Neutrosophic algebraic structure. Classical algebraic structures to fuzzy algebraic structures leads to interstinistic fuzzy algebraic structures. The Neutrosophic algebraic structures as a generalization of interstinistic fuzzy algebraic structure, fuzzy algebraic structure, classical and classical algebraic structure. The Neutrosophic Crisp algebraic structures, Neutrosophic Crisp algebraic structure to when use probability of Neutrosophic Crisp Set then Neutrosophic fuzzy set as a generalization of the Neutrosophic Crisp set from the classical algebraic structure to Neutrosophic algebraic structure. From problem to Neutrosophic decision, mathematics is used to transform the problem into data and then to process it. We get information and organize information that leads to knowledge, then wisdom and optimal decision making. Neutrosophic information system. What is the Neutrosophic information system? Neutrosophic information system consists of the Neutrosophic system equation A circle R equals B. The principles of Neutrosophic computing useful to software implementation for a large plethora of applications. This is Neutrosophic A is Neutrosophic inputs or Neutrosophic data. Neutrosophic system R and Neutrosophic outputs and Neutrosophic information. Implementing Neutrosophic operations using object-oriented programming. This is the Neutrosophic operation classes, tools and techniques, object-oriented programming, C# language, .NET framework, Visual Studio.NET, and Excel. This is the Neutrosophic package interface. Neutrosophic package union chart. From topology to Neutrosophic topology. Neutrosophic crisp topology. Two types of Neutrosophic topology. Neutrosophic crisp topology and Neutrosophic fuzz topology. From the crisp topology to intuitionistic crisp topology and Neutrosophic crisp topology. Neutrosophic crisp topology as a generalization of intuitionistic crisp topology and crisp topology. Neutrosophic fuzz topology, from fuzz topology to intuitionistic fuzz topology to Neutrosophic topology. Neutrosophic topology as a generalization of intuitionistic fuzzy topology and fuzzy topology. Some applications on GIS Neutrosophic topology, from filters, fuzzy filters, intuitionistic fuzzy filters, and Neutrosophic filters. Neutrosophic filters as a generalization of all types of filters. Neutrosophic ideals are as a generalization of all types of ideals. And GIS Neutrosophic topology as a generalization of GIS generalized intuitionistic fuzz topology, GIS intuitionistic fuzz topology, GIS fuzzy, and GIS fuzzy topology. GIS Neutrosophic topology as a generalization of all types of GIS topology. Some Neutrosophic applications. In computer science and the information system, there are the CRISP. What is the CRISP? E-learning, fuzzy e-learning, e-learning intuitionistic fuzzy, e-learning or Neutrosophic e-learning as a generalization of e-learning intuitionistic fuzzy, fuzzy e-learning, and CRISP. From CRISP probability to fuzzy probability, intuitionistic fuzzy probability, and Neutrosophic probability. Neutrosophic fuzzy probability contains all types of probables. Neutrosophic fuzzy statistic, neutrosophic fuzzy security, neutrosophic image processing, neutrosophic database, neutrosophic data, GIS neutrosophic topology, and another applications. Neutrosophic crisp morphology, mathematical morphology, neutrosophic mathematical morphology, stochastic fuzzy mathematical morphology, and fuzzy mathematical morphology. Neutrosophic mathematical morphology contains all in stochastic fuzzy mathematical morphology and crisp mathematical morphology. The following application, neutrosophic approach for mathematical morphology. Mathematical morphology is also the foundation of morphological image processing, which consists of a set of operators that transform images according to the above characterization. Neutrosophic mathematical morphology applications in image processing applying neutrosophic mathematical morphology in image processing. From image to neutrosophic domain, in the image of is A being X ordered pair XY, the coordinates of each pixels and G of XY be the gray levels of pixels X ordered pair XY implies to G of XY greater than or equals 0 and less than or equals L minus 1. Each image pixel is associated with 4 numerical values in neutrosophic. A value representing the membership mu of X obtains the means of membership function associated with the set that represents to the expert's knowledge of the image. A value represented the indeterminacy obtained by of the indeterminacy functions associated with the set that represented the ignorance of the expert's decision. A value representing the non-membership obtained by means of non-member function associated with the set that presented the ignorance of the expert's decision. A value representing the Hessian measure by where by of X equal 3 minus the sum of 3 membership functions, membership, non-membership, and indeterminacy. Another applications of on Neutrosophic Crisp Set from the origin grayscale image and the binary image to Neutrosophic Crisp domain. The original grayscale image and the binary image is converting or leads to convert or transformation of the original scale image and binary image to the Neutrosophic domain. There's the Neutrosophic crisp image transforming an image into Neutrosophic crisp domain original image Neutrosophic crisp image A1, A2, A3. 3 types of image. Another, the Neutrosophic crisp components, the star Neutrosophic crisp component, the retract Neutrosophic crisp component. Another application in COVID, novel health fog framework based on Neutrosophic classifier for COVID-19. This block diagram for Neutrosophic components. Neutrosophic component, the block diagram for Neutrosophic component. Neutrosophic result TIN. This basic structure of Neutrosophic rule-based classification system to COVID-19, knowledge base, database, rule base. the real input, input or data Neutrosophic when it change or converting to Neutrosophic 3 components and inference system Neutrosophic results and real output. This is the Neutrosophic COVID-19 image classifier, architecture. COVID-19 database, COVID-19 Neutrosophic domain into the database Neutrosophic features extractions to Neutrosophic features database. This is Neutrosophic COVID-19 architecture. Thank you for your kind attention. I hope you have liked the topic today.